Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. This time I'm going to be going through each group. This is a series, alright, for the World Cup. So I'm going to be going through each group, groups A through H, and we're going to go through each game, predict the scores, and who is going to be coming out of each group. So this video we will be working on, or I will be doing Group A. And so in saying that, we're going to look at each matches. We're going to talk about each match, what we think is going to happen, or what I think is going to happen in Group A during the World Cup, and who is going to come out of it. Because Group A is very interesting with Senegal, Qatar, Ecuador, and the Netherlands. So my immediate favorites to win the group are the Netherlands, I would imagine, but we're going to look to see how each game breaks out. We're going to start with the first game here, which will be Senegal and the Netherlands. Now, that's actually not going to be the first game, I don't think, because I'm pretty sure Qatar is supposed to play the first game. But looking at it here, on the 21st. So maybe Senegal and the Netherlands are actually going to play first, and then Qatar and Ecuador. I always thought the host played the first game, but I could be very much wrong with that. But regardless, we're going to move on to the first game, which is Senegal and the Netherlands. Now, this is an interesting game. This is the game of the group right here. And it could be the game that determines who's going to win the group. And it's the first game of not just the group, but the entire World Cup. So these are two very good teams. Now you have Senegal, and Senegal, Sadio Mane is a game-breaking X factor. Okay, you also have the likes of Koulibaly back there who can help keep goals out, as well as a very good keeper in Edouard Mendy. So Senegal is going to be difficult to deal with. They're not a bad side whatsoever. They have a little bit of firepower up front. They can score goals, and they have the ability to be a little stingy in the back end as well. Now, speaking of stingy in the back end, I think the Netherlands are set up. I think, when you have a center back duo of Van Dijk and Van Ligt, or De Ligt, sorry, and Van Dijk. I got confused. I combined them. Imagine combining them. Holy, he'd probably get a hell of a center back. With those two, and then up front you've got Memphis Depay along Danjuma on the wing. So the Netherlands, I think, have a little bit more talent than Senegal. I think it's a very entertaining game. I think it's going to be one of the better matches of the group stage. But we're going to go, Senegal is going to score 1, but the Netherlands are going to notch 2. And the Netherlands will defeat Senegal in the first match of the World Cup. Then we head down to Qatar and Ecuador. Now, this is an interesting match for one thing, because we're finally going to get to see what Qatar is like on the world stage. However, Qatar just played 2 friendlies against 2, I wouldn't exactly call them European powerhouses, in Slovenia and Bulgaria. They drew Slovenia 0-0 and beat Bulgaria 2-1. Look, I don't have much faith in Qatar to do anything in this World Cup. They're here because they're the hosts. They would not qualify otherwise. I can guarantee that pretty much. So we're going to say that Ecuador is going to take this game by a score of 2-0, because Ecuador just has talent. Qatar just doesn't have that sort of talent, or much of any talent, to be quite frank. Ecuador actually has some players that can play, and I think a lot of people were surprised by how well they did in the CONMEBOL World Cup qualifying. And I'm going to say that they're going to ride that momentum into the group stage, and they are going to top the group after one match. They'll be tied with the Netherlands, obviously, but they will have that +1 goal differential. So now we go on to Qatar and Senegal, and something tells me that this is actually going to be the most lopsided match of the group. Again, I think you have Qatar, who just are going to try to hang on for dear life, and you have Senegal, who are just going to dominate the ball, and they're just going to attack, 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 attack. Again, I just see Sadio Mane just wreaking absolute havoc on the wing, and just creating all kinds of problems for those Qatar defenders, who just won't be able to keep up. I'm going to say Senegal wins this game against Qatar 3-0. We move down to the Netherlands and Ecuador, and I think this is actually going to be a really good match. I don't think it's going to be as good as the Netherlands-Senegal match, but I think the Netherlands and Ecuador are going to be a very, very good, very entertaining match. Again, I think that the Netherlands have the edge in talent and skill. It's going to take a lot for Ecuador to be able to bang one past the Netherlands, but I think they're going to manage, and I think we're going to see our first draw of the group stage. Or maybe not of the group stage, but of Group A, and it will be the Netherlands and Ecuador at 1-1. The Netherlands, after what I think they will be disappointed in dropping 2 points to Ecuador. So I think the Netherlands are going to come out and they're going to get the full 3 points against Qatar. Again, it's just a country that has quite a bit of talent against a country that just has none, basically, right? It's always difficult when a country is there based on they're just the hosts, right? It's tough. I get it. You want the host country in there. I'm not saying that should change, but it's tough because when they're in a group, and it helps because they're in pot 1 and Group A is usually the weakest, so usually the weaker teams that are the hosts, they get a little bit of an advantage. This time I think Qatar got unlucky. The Netherlands and Senegal are 2 very good teams. Ecuador is no slouch in themselves. The Netherlands are going to rout Qatar. It's going to be 3-0. Qatar will go through the group stage without scoring even a single goal. Then we move on to the final game of Group A. It will be Ecuador and Senegal, and this is the game that will determine who moves on between Ecuador and Senegal. And as good as I think Ecuador is, I just think Senegal is going to give them too many problems, and the best team in Africa is going to represent Africa well, and will take it in a 2-1 victory over Ecuador. So the Netherlands will top the group with 7 points, 2 wins and a draw in 3 matches, 6 goals for, 2 goals against with a +4 goal differential. Senegal will take second, 6 points, 3 matches. They will win 2 and lose 1. 6 goals for, 3 against for a +3 goal differential. Ecuador will just miss out 4 points. They will get a win, a draw, and a loss in their 3 matches. They will have a 4 goals for and 3 goals against for a +1 goal differential. And Qatar will be unfortunate last place. They will get 0 points. 3 matches, they will lose all 3 of them, not scoring a goal, giving up 8 for a goal differential of -8. So as we can see in the knockout stage bracket down here, the Netherlands will advance to play the second place team in Group B, and Senegal will play the first place team in Group B, in Group B as well, sorry. So that will do it for my Group A video. Come back tomorrow. I will be doing one of these every day moving forward until the little mini series is done. So tomorrow it will be Group B. So again, Group B, we can take a quick look. England, Iran, USA, and a team to be determined, which it's tough to do predictions when you don't know 100% who it's going to be, but we have some choices, we have some options. So we're actually going to do we'll figure it out. Probably what I'll do is I'll probably do 3 for Group B, depending on who it's going to be. So we'll figure that out later, but one last look at the Group A prediction standings. Netherlands first, Senegal second, Ecuador third, and poor Qatar in fourth.